Good morning. I'm Phil, grandson of Rhoda and Martin Lehman. I'd like to introduce to you a love story by reading two poems written by Martin and Rhoda Lehman. A beautiful rose I found on study hall eve. I should go, but I cannot leave. Enchanted by the beautiful rose, Rhoda. The beautiful rose, I saw from her a timid glance that made my heart begin to dance. I smiled at the beautiful rose, Rhoda. Oh, beautiful rose, I wish that you, rose, could be mine, and I wish that I could be thine. I love the most beautiful rose, Rhoda. I am no poet, but I have a poetess in my heart. Martin W. Lehman. Titled Hymn. He was fair, his hair was golden, his eyes with their fiery light pierced into your soul with a rapturous thrill, and you felt you had lost the fight. Yes, the fight against love's own nature, which was surging through my soul, and it seemed as though my heart would break when I knew I could never reach my goal. A noble goal, it may be called, but I must be loyal and true, and myself go through a refining, ere I'll meet those eyes so blue. Lord, help me to live a noble life, to keep my eyes on thee, that I may be worthy of a love so grand that may someday be realized by me.
Rhoda Lehman, age 85, died at Goshen Hospital on early Tuesday morning, January 3, 2012. She was a wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, and sister to many in this room. She was my grandmother. She was born on November 7, 1926, to Daniel Stoner and Frances Miller Crady. She was born, baptized, married, and commissioned for mission service in the Vine Street Mennonite Mission in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. She married Martin W. Lehman, my grandfather, on April 5, 1947. He survives her. Also surviving are a daughter, Rachel, wife of Eldon Stolzfus, and a son, Jonathan Conrad, both of Goshen, and also by 6 grandchildren and 10 great-grandchildren. She is also survived by 4 sisters: Ruth, wife of Harold Lehman of Harrisonburg, Virginia; Naomi, wife of Paul Lehman of Ephrata, Pennsylvania; Lois, wife of Roy Hartzler of New Paris, Indiana; and Betty, wife of Carrie Kelsey of Elkhart, Indiana; and also by 2 brothers, Daniel of Harleysville, Pennsylvania, and James, husband of Madeline of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. She was preceded in death by her sister Elva and by Paul Henry, an infant brother. Rhoda was a Goshen resident since 2008. She came to Indiana from Florida, where she and her husband lived for 53 years. She was a member of Forks Mennonite Church and was currently attending College Mennonite Church. Rhoda was a woman of quality, character, and dignity. She was gentle, neat, and always caring as a wife, mother, and grandmother. She served in many teaching, secretarial, and administrative roles within the life and mission of the church. My grandmother was a woman of great hospitality, as evident by the relationships formed throughout her life and the stories we all relate to each other in memory of her. As her spirit takes up residence with her Savior in heaven, her body will be cremated and the remains placed in a columbarium at Bay Vista Mennonite Church in Sarasota, Florida. A memorial service will also be held at Bay Vista Mennonite Church on March 17, 2012. Memorial contributions may be made to the Southeast Mennonite Conference.
Give what is left of me away to children and old folks that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother and sister walking the street beside you. And when you need me, Put your arms around someone and give them what you need to give me. I want to leave you something better than words. Look for me in the people I've known or loved, and if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me most by letting hands touch hands, by letting bodies touch bodies, by letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away.